This pool robot doesn't just guess where the dirt is, it sees it with an onboard AI camera navigation system. But does all that tech really add up to a cleaner pool? We're gonna find out. Hi there, and welcome back to Clearwater Chronicles. Does the AI camera navigation actually make a difference, and does it make it any better than the C1 and the C2? We're gonna put it through the same tests that I put those cleaners through. I'm gonna rate it on the same categories: battery life, cleaning ability, suction power, navigation, and you guessed it, warranty. This is the upgraded version of WYBOT C2. The Vision model keeps the same sleek form factor and dual drive motors, but it adds an onboard camera and advanced path planning. It's built to scan, detect, and clean more efficiently than traditional models that use random or grid paths. It's fully cordless with a 9600 milliamp battery, 8 cleaning modes, auto parking, and a runtime of up to 150 minutes. I tested this in my pool, which has plenty of corners and a few problem spots most robots miss. Whenever I test a pool cleaner, I always start it on the standard cleaning mode. That way I can get a baseline comparison to all other pool cleaners. But I tested this one on all the modes before I made this video. And on the standard pool cleaning mode, for battery life, it ran for just under 2.5 hours, which is impressive considering it's powering both motors and a camera navigation system. And that's enough time to clean most residential pools in just one session. So for battery life, I'm giving it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Now for cleaning ability, it handles all your typical debris like leaves, organic grime, and sand without issues. The brushes are aggressive enough to dislodge surface gunk, and the filter basket is easy to clean. For the finer debris like dust particles and algae, you'll need to set it to deep cleaning mode or turbo floor mode and use that fine filter, but it does very well with that also. For cleaning ability, it earns an 8.5 out of 10. The suction power is definitely not the most powerful I've ever tested, but it's adequate enough, and with the dual drive system that it has, it maintains contact on most of the surfaces most of the time. You will notice it bouncing around on the floor a little bit sometimes during transitions, but it doesn't stop it from getting clean. It always settles back in and does a thorough job of cleaning. I have a plaster pool or gunite. It does a great job on mine. It also should do a wonderful job on textured surfaces like PebbleTech. For suction power, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. And navigation, well, that's the star of the show. The AI camera allows it to see dirt, detect debris, and continually adjust its path accordingly to get every little spot that it may have missed. Watching it make real-time decisions is impressive, and it consistently returns to spots that it's missed. This is as close to set it and forget it at this price point that you're gonna find. For navigation, I'm giving it the best score that I've ever given on navigation to any cleaner at any price range. 9.5 out of 10. Now, those of you that have watched this channel before know that warranty is something I value. It's one of those things that tells me what a company thinks about its own product. And for the warranty, that's where WYBOT falls off a little bit, in my opinion. They give you a 2-year limited warranty, and it's pretty standard for these type of items, so there's nothing wrong with it. But after 30 days, you may have to pay shipping to send it back, and it's not a full 2-year replacement warranty like some other cleaners have. In my experience, customer service is responsive to your inquiries, so it's not a bad warranty and it's not bad support, but it's just kind of average. And for that, the WYBOT gets a 6.5 out of 10. So to sum up our scores, we had an 8.5 on battery life, an 8.5 on cleaning ability, an 8.0 on suction power, a 9.5 on navigation, and a 6.5 on the warranty, for a total score of 8.2, giving it a slight edge over the C1 and the C2, but not by much. That camera, however, does make a difference. Let's talk about the pros and cons. Here's what I like. The cleanup is very easy. The basket is easy to pull out, easy to clean, and the unit's easy to store. The battery life is really good in this category. It's plenty long enough to clean most pools on one charge. The camera and the AI tech, well, they really do make a difference. It may be varied depending on your pool, but you can definitely notice a difference by getting the version that has the camera and the AI navigation versus having the one that doesn't. The pool cleaner seems to get more efficient over time. As it cleans your pool, it's definitely learning as it goes, and the more and more you use it, the better it gets. And the most impressive thing about it was the navigation. It's just simply elite in this category. It's quite frankly elite in any price range. The navigation is, like I said before, the best I've seen so far. And when it comes to the cons, well, the more I've tested it, I have come up with a couple of things that I would do better if I was this manufacturer. One of them is it's kind of floaty at times. So when you put it in the pool, you want to make sure that you submerge it and make sure all the air bubbles are out. If you do that, you won't have any problem. But if you have an air bubble in it, you can experience some floating with this. On the floor at times, the suction power is adequate, but it's not enough to always keep it down on the floor at all times. I wouldn't necessarily call it a con, but I would just say it could be improved a little. And the other con, in my opinion, is the warranty. Now, like I said, it's average, so there's nothing really wrong with it. You may not consider this a con if a warranty is not a priority for you, but there are units in this price range that have full replacement warranties, one of them being the iGarden K-Series. So, well, I have come to the conclusion that it's an outstanding pool cleaner in its category. A slightly more generous warranty would inspire a little more confidence. So, who's this made for? If you want a good pool cleaner with great navigation that doesn't just randomly move around your pool and has a very good battery life, then the C2 Vision is one of the best mid-priced options out there right now, especially if your pool has a lot of hard to reach areas, odd spaces, or a lot of corners. If that's what you have, then this camera guided robot is worth a look. If you're very concerned about warranty and that's important to you, you may want to consider other options. If you like this kind of content, then hit the like and subscribe. And if you want one of these C2 Visions for yourself, I'll put a link in the description. That link is an affiliate link. And if you use it, it supports the channel at no extra cost to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.